Hey guys, I'm here at the field today to test a new monitor. Up until now I've been flying with the FlySight Black Pearl monitor and it's okay. But I have two issues with it. First, on a bright sunny day it's just not that readable. I just can't see anything. There's just too much glare, and this hood just doesn't do enough to mitigate that. The other issue is that it uses, its own special little battery, which when I was making the purchasing decision, I thought that was a benefit. But in fact, it's kind of a pain because you pretty much have options of two batteries, and they're expensive. You have to keep recharging them. They're just not that good. So that's been bugging me, and that's the reason why I picked up this new monitor. And I'm hoping that it will do quite well in both respects. It is supposed to do really well in sunny conditions, and it uses a LiPo battery to charge it. So I have batteries whenever I need it. I don't have to go home to recharge my Black Pearl monitor. It also has a little DVR built in, which is not supposed to be very good, but it might save your behind if you do end up crashing somewhere, so you can actually review the footage and see what happened. So let's I'm gonna fire this up, and I'll give you my honest impression as to which one of these monitors is going back up on eBay. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so this is the result. This is the Black Pearl monitor. I'm playing with the brightness settings. The problem is that if I really try to make it super bright, it just washes out into nothing. It washes out into white. This is direct sunlight. So I have to actually turn it down to pick up the image. And with the hood, especially with the hood, it's quite acceptable. I'm at 70 and that looks pretty decent to me. Without the hood, it washes out. Okay. Okay, so that's Black Pearl. Okay, now this is the new monitor, and this is with no hood. And instead of trying to play with the brightness settings, it's on the full auto setting, and it looks usable. Doesn't look great, but it looks usable. With the hood, okay, so this is with the hood on, and it looks, I would say, it does look better than Black Pearl, but it doesn't blow it away by any means. Let's take a look at them side by side. So you can see, now that I look at it side by side, I do think that this new monitor does a better job. It seems crisper. When you look at, especially when you look at the OSD settings, they look very nice and crisp. Okay. So the only outstanding question is whether the range, the receiver part of it, is similar. Right now I'll give this new monitor a small edge in image quality, and what's kind of nice is that it's set on auto, so I don't actually have to mess with the brightness settings to see what works for me, and it's working pretty nice. Yeah. So the only the new monitor gets a win for image quality and sound readability, but it's not a huge edge. It definitely does not blow away the Black Pro monitor by any means. I will test the range on this, and I'll be swapping. I have different antennas on each of these, so I'll be swapping these antennas back and forth to see which one actually performs better in that respect. Okay, welcome back for the second part of this review, the range test. So here is my test setup. Because the field is pretty big. Actually, the field is not big enough. It's about 250 meters to the furthest corner, and I know I get good reception with my Immersion RC and Black Pro setup right now. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm gonna put the Phantom right here, pretty much ground level. It's behind some brush. It's right next to this wooden shed, and that should degrade the signal enough that I guess we'll see which receiver does a better job. So right now I have two with basically 4 different antennas. I will test it as is, and then I will flip the antennas to see how it performs with the other antennas, to see if there's any difference internally between these two monitors. Alright, so let me get going here and I'll show you the results. Okay, beautiful. We're getting signal on both. It's time to start walking. Okay, so if you can see my car from here, you can see the shed, and you can kind of see where the Phantom is. And you can see that Black Pearl is getting pretty staticky. Diversity is kicking in. Whereas this monitor with these antennas is still performing quite well. Okay, this is the end of the field. If you can, you should be able to pick out my car, the shed, and the Phantom in the brush in between. And these are the results. Black Pearl is hitting static. This new monitor is actually performing very, very well. Okay, so what does this mean? Not a lot. Let's switch the antennas and we'll see if we get the same results, or whether it's the antennas that are helping out, that are basically doing all the work here. I will turn these off, switch the antennas, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm lined up pretty good, I think. You can see that there's quite a bit of stuff in the way. So, let's see who the winner is here. I hope this comes across in the video. The Black Pearl is really statically. Then this new monitor, it hits some static here and there, but look, it's holding the image really stable. Very usable. I'm actually quite surprised by the results, and I thought that it's the antennas that were going to be the determining factor for this test. I shall switch these antennas back to see how it's looking. But right now this new monitor is a lot better. The picture is, it hits static, but the picture is just crystal clear. The Black Pearl, yeah, I mean, I can, if I hold it stable just at the right angle, I'm picking up decent signal, but it's very grainy. Okay, let's switch this back. Well, let's switch the antennas back. Okay, we're back. I switched the antennas back, and look at this. Even when we're laying on the ground with all this brush in between, I would say that the new monitor does a better job. Let me lift it up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, wow. This monitor is much less susceptible to this movement. And on the Black Pearl, even when I do catch the image, it's pretty grainy. So let me just let me just walk a little further back. Okay, this should be pretty good. Let's look. There you go. Right now, yeah, I mean, it's not good on either monitor, but the new monitor is definitely kicking ass. Let me just walk. I would like to completely lose signal on at least one of them. Okay, let's look at this. On the Black Pearl, I'm not quite getting anything anymore. Almost picked something up. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, I picked something up. On this guy, look at this. I'm very surprised by the results of this. I thought it would really just come down to the antennas. I think I got my answer on the receiver question, and I do not feel the need to go deeper into the woods. But you can see me walking back. Okay, so as you can see, I was pretty far back. You can see my car, the shed, the Phantom next to the shed, and I was trying to be right behind this tree here, into this brush. Yeah, very surprised. All right, guys, so that was my test of the two monitors. The range test was the real surprise in this test, and I'm pretty sure I will be keeping this monitor and getting rid of the Black Pearl monitor. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I made some mistakes in the methodology I used. Obviously this test isn't all that scientific, but I feel that it is representative of the two monitors. Reliability, quality control, and all that other stuff that matters, I cannot answer at this point. You know, after I fly this for a month or two, I might be able to address it. But so far, this was quite a pleasant surprise and a pretty good buy. So click subscribe if you want to see me test some other Phantom gear. And that's it for now.